We're just lost.
Hey, what's going on? Just starting. How about you? Trump rope just snapped. Oh! Is it muted? I don't know, that's weird. I didn't touch anything. Hey, Stelios. What is going on here? Doing well. How are you? Oh boy, that's good. Glad to hear it. Oh, word. Yeah, today. So I started a new program called Legs Push Pull. Oop, I can probably turn this music down a little bit. All right, so it's called Legs Push Pull. Whenever you do this, you do legs one day, push exercises one day, pull exercises another. You do that twice a week, so 6 days a week you're working out. Today is push number 2. So right now I'm just trying to get all my numbers set up for the day. There we go. So let's get. There we go. All right. So let's see. Now I'm doing close grip bench. 3 sets, 6 reps at 70%, which is 250. 2.7. Right, 70% equals 175. Cool. Oops. 250. 3 sets, 5 reps at 80%, which is 60 times 0.8 equals 130. This one is 70%. That way it will probably do more like 50-ish. I will just do chest fly. I haven't decided if I want to do bands or not yet. Chest fly, 3 sets, 15 reps. Depending on what way I decide to do that will reflect the weight that I do. Lateral raise. Do Egyptian lateral raise. I do 3 sets of. Oh, there we go. I do that 25. Perfect. And 3 sets of 20, and I'll have to look that one up. And bicycle crunch. I'll be doing a bunch of other abs after this as well. Probably some cardio. 3 sets of 12. Alright, I think we're there. Oh, you too, Stelios. The lesson of today. Today we're doing, like I said, this is my push number 2 day. So, all push related exercises on the upper body. So, basically just a chest, tricep, and shoulder day for to be less complicated and annoying about it. Alright, so close grip bench press. I've never done this before. This is going to be a little interesting for me. Let me see something real quick. Nope, that's not what I wanted. And yes, I'm reading The Sandman. So, pause that. Let's see what they have to say about the close grip bench press. Close grip bench press. There we go. I just need the quickest. Here we go. This guy's pretty good at this stuff. Alright, come on.
I'm going to show you how to do a close grip barbell press. It's a great exercise. It works the whole tricep. What you're going to do is put some weight on a bar, use a bench press for this exercise. You're going to lay down, and most bars have a grip on them. What I usually like to do is put my hand right on the edge of the grip. It's a little bit wider than my body. Keep your feet nice and flat, keep your back flat, push straight up. Keep your wrist straight, bring the barbell close to your belly button. Come down until you just barely break 90 degrees. Push straight up and breathe out.
What did he say?
Until you just barely break straight, bring the barbell close to your belly button.
Close to your belly
Come down
button.
until you just barely break 90 degrees. Push straight up and breathe out. Boom, just like this.
So it's going to be considerably lower than the standard bench press.
Just like this.
Oh, the Egyptian lateral raise. Yeah, it sounds cool. It's a nightmare. It sucks.
And that's how you do a close grip barbell press. For more great
Okay.
information, please.
Interesting. Yeah, the Egyptian lateral raise. This is a lesson I tell my clients is that if the exercise is named after a origin or person, like a country or something, or a person, chances are it's a really difficult exercise because they're repping their they're repping that what they where they come from at that point. So all right, so we don't need to look at that guy anymore. So long, sayonara, whatever the word is. All right. So, close grip bench. This is exciting. I've never done these before. I have no idea what to. Isn't that regular? What is what regular? Sorry, I was in my own world and I missed what you were saying. Still feel like it's low. That's fine. We'll just keep it there. All right, close grip bench press. Let's see how this goes. Let's get a warm up in. Okay, I get it. Another quick warm up. No. Oh, yeah. All right. So no, that's 100. That's not correct. So it's 175 pounds, but it's 70%. So I mixed up the symbols there for a second. So 70% of my 1 rep max for a close grip bench press, which is 250 pounds. Oh boy, that's gonna be interesting. All right, 175 pounds, so 35. So I just need another 40 pounds. 175%. That would be completely impressive. That would be like going Super Saiyan, basically. Strong teach. Alright, so 3 sets, 6 reps, 175 pounds, 70% of my alleged 1 rep max because I didn't calculate this. It's definitely interesting. I don't hate it. Definitely don't hate it. It's gonna be one of those that, because I haven't done it before, it's gonna take some time to get used to. Oh. Getting close enough to the belly button. Feels like that's what the exchange is that it's less chest, more tricep focus. And I'm wondering if like I'm afraid to go all the way down because it's going to be tricep driven. I don't think my triceps are weak. I just don't know if they're up to par with my chest muscles. That makes sense. I'm doing it. Taking a second. Try to get a little lower this time. Oh, let's see. Oh boy. Yeah, it's also very like shoulder driven, which I was not expecting. But all right, so 3 sets, 5 reps, 130 military press. Okay. All right. Remember to switch the hat around so you don't hit it. Alright. Alright, make sure my math's right. Cool. Math's good. Three sets of 5. Alright. Those are rough. Yeah, man, what do you want to know? Ask me. Ask me anything. Hello, Alexander. Oh yeah, you followed me yesterday. Thanks, I appreciate that. Alright, so I'll talk about the overhead press, or the barbell overhead press. You want to get right underneath the bar. I'm doing well, Alex. How are you? Good. So, you want to get right underneath the bar. Make sure it's like resting on your clavicle. When you're moving the bar, make sure you're moving your head out of the way of the bar. You're not moving the bar around your head. Go away, Siri. Nobody asked. A lot of people think that you go out and then up. You go straight up, and move your head out of the way, and bring your head back down with it. Another thing is too, when you're doing this, when you go up, you don't lock your elbows at the top. You go about 90 degrees, or 90%. And again, when you bring it back down, bring it down to the clavicle. Good? I think I described that right. When I bench, it feels like my shoulder blades stop pinching together mid-rep. What do you mean stop pinching mid-rep? Like at the top of the rep? That's normal. Your shoulder blades are moving outwards, you know what I mean? What do you mean by stop pinching together mid-rep? The other thing is too is that you don't want them to necessarily like pinch so hard that they're like coming together. It's just the idea that you're not just letting your shoulder blades slack. You know what I mean? No, that doesn't make sense. Are you arching your back on the bench? Like if this is the bench, are you arching your back? Because that'll help pinch the shoulder blades back. I gotta figure out what this is. So this is you. This should be your back. This is the flat bench. Okay. When I bench, it feels like my shoulder blades start pinching together mid-rep. Yeah, I mean, if you're pushing out, that's normal. I mean, your shoulder blades aren't going to stay pinched if they're pushing out. So that's 100% fine. It'd be weird if they still stuck together. You're not trying to, like, keep them, you know? That's fine. Yeah. Ooh, careful. That was a good push. So keep up the bench. You're doing everything correctly. Yeah. Sounds like nothing to worry about in my eyes. My ears. I do that all the time. I say something and then sounds like it's good to my eyes. Like it's not. Looks good to me in my eyes. Sound goods to me. Colloquialisms. Can't get them right. Wait a minute, little back porch lady, I'm in love. Wait a minute, back porch lady. Why don't you cry, no, no. Alright, one more of these, and then we're moving on to the dumbbell incline press. Then I think after this, I'm going to start incorporating some abs exercises too. Gotta start supersetting that shit. And made my mom watch me just where I'd be right now. Alright, I think I'm good. It was more like when and how. Yeah. Alright, gotta get used to that. Woo! Alright. This is where I came from. A dumbbell incline press. 50 pounds. Yeah. You had another thing coming through the sleeping house. Losing my me and all my friends still need you around. If I come if you were sleeping on us, me and all my friends still need you around. I think you gotta figure that out. Back on track. setup. It's kind of annoying, but what are you gonna do? One day I'll have proper dumbbells, but for now I just have adjustables. Almost there. That's not okay. Alright, so those ones can't go on first. That's annoying, no? Alright. I think I did it. Finally there. Oh, my back. Alright. Dumbbell incline press. Oh, head rush. Switch the head around. There we go. All right. I'm just gonna shoot for 12. I'm pretty sure I can do 12. Yeah, all right, finally. Sorry. I think my hip mobility and adductors are lacking for heavy squats. Yeah, my adductors are too. I would recommend sumo squats if you don't have access to a hip adductor machine. I was just looking at my legs the other day, and I looked at I forget what it's called, but excuse me, the main quad muscle was huge and super defined. But the inside quad muscles, the thighs, the adductors, or not the thighs, but the inner thighs, are jelly and garbage. So I haven't done any hip adductor exercises. I haven't done any wide squats. The only thing I do is sumo deadlift, which is also a good one, but it's not enough. So yeah, sumo squats, sumo deadlift, a resistance band adductor exercise where you only do one leg at a time, but frankly, I hate those. Especially standing. I don't like doing standing hip exercises, just because the leg that is the stabilizer, the stabilizer leg is still doing work even though the working leg is doing work. So whichever leg you do first is going to be the leg that does most of the work, I feel like. So yeah, sumo squats, sumo deadlift. Oh, lateral lunges, stepping to the side as a lunge and then feet back together. Just basically anything that has a wide stance that you have to lower for. Wide stance exercises tend to incorporate the inner thighs more. But I have the same issue, so one of my lunge days. Okay, so the adductor machine is great. That's all you really need to do, I would say. But if it's something that you think is lacking, then alternate your squats with sumo squats. Alternate your deadlifts with sumo deadlifts. But as long as you're doing the adductor machine, you'll eventually get there. It's just a matter of time. Progressive overload. So change the sets, change the reps, change the weight. Add more weight, lower the reps. Lessen the weight, add more reps. Did I say that? Add more weight, lessen the reps. Add more reps, lessen the weight. And then do different amounts of sets each time. You know, if it's a heavy day, do like one more set. If it's a lighter day, do the same amount of sets. I don't know. Just switch it up. That'll keep your muscles guessing. That one felt good. Alright, what am I doing for abs? I always forget. Okay. So let's see some. And what it's doing to me, pulling at my own skin to hide my face. Oh, that's not wrong. There we go. All right, cool. Step there. Last set. Incline dumbbell press. And then chest fly, and then incorporating abs somehow. Right, he was doing more that time. That was annoying. Oh, thanks. I didn't know that was impressive. I appreciate it. Oh, my hip hurts. Why does my hip hurt? Flies. I said I'm looking for chest fly. Oh yeah, that's right. I didn't decide. See how this goes. I think this is gonna be okay. But I've been wrong before, so we'll see. Or I guess I could just do like that, maybe. No, I'm gonna try this one. This might be heavy though. We'll see. Set up for these exercises, but once I get familiar with them, I know exactly what I'm doing when I walk in here. It'll take less time to set this shit up. I'll just be able to do it all at once. Be able to plan ahead better. Alright, actually, sorry, I think this is gonna work. Assuming this isn't too heavy or too high. Oh, I think it's working. Yeah. Ah, yeah! Holy shit, that felt great. Oh my god, that was awesome. I really like those. Alright, so what am I doing for abs? I don't know if I'm gonna supersize. I just don't feel supersized today. Yeah, I plan on finishing this stupid arm because it looks so dumb. But how do you... Just... It's all spaced out weird. I'm gonna connect all that. And then hopefully after that I'm done. I'm pretty over it. I usually wait to get them for my birthday in October though. I keep wanting it to be pull day, but it's push. So. There we go. All right. All right. So I'll do some side bends as a superset. Traps. Shrugs. I don't know, I don't really do a whole lot of trap exercises. I have this piece of headgear that I haven't used in a while because it is good for traps, but it's pretty stupid. So you put this on your head like this. You attach a weight here, and then your neck curl up like this. And you can do it the other way if you lay your head over the back of a bench. Put the weight behind you like that, and then curl forward. But I don't really do much trap exercises. I think that it's very clear with the lack of traps that I have, but I don't know. I got into them for a minute. I fell off. I should get back into them. Ah, man, those are fucking intense. Okay. Alright, so make some notes. We did 12 on this. Not a date. Data, number, always number. These will stick for a little while. At 30 pounds, that was pretty rough. Alright. Sets of 8 at 25. This is gonna be a bitch too. I like these, but it's gonna be a bitch. Especially figuring out the weight again. I haven't done those in so long. I have no idea what weight I'm supposed to be doing. Oh, I'm supposed to be doing a superset of the side bends. That's what I'm supposed to be doing. Adjustment of the dumbbells. This time. Don't want to do the cable crunch. I'm already doing the bicycle crunch. Can't do the leg raise. Planks would be fine, but I'm doing a shoulder exercise. I might just have to wait. Just do bicycle crunch and... Well, I can do planks. I can do planks with a gym. Maybe I won't do planks. I'll just keep it like this and then bicycle crunch. I'll finish everything up. I think I'll have time. Start warming up with 3 sets of 30-second planks. Like, there's no reason not to. I'll do my cardio and then planks. Be right back. There we go. That'll be better. What'd I do? There we go. Cardio plus planks from now on for warm up. All right. Oh, damn it. This one's heavy. So the Egyptian lateral raise, you want the working arms leg forward. So if your left arm is out, your left leg should be forward. You're gonna angle out. Doesn't matter how far angled out you are as long as you're angled out. And then you're just raising up to your shoulder, not higher. And lift with pinky up first. Keep your elbows slightly bent. It actually hurt my elbow or shoulder just doing that. Whew. All right. Angle out. Lift with the pinky out. Make sure you're not using momentum. Some of those I went a little higher, but that's because I'm trying to get the full range of motion. Woo! Head rush. Yeah, those are the ones I was talking about. A little rough. All right, next one. So those are like a normal tricep pull down, except you're just doing them one arm. Basically, you want to be hunched over, knees and feet close together, and then just pulling straight back. Make sure you're locking out the elbow at the top though. Just like that. So kind of like skiing. So I'll superset these with a bicycle crunch. Today it is not. It's the first day. It's actually pretty nice. Oh, sorry. I missed all your comments there, Banda. My bad. All right. I will be strong and cool like you. I can't go to the gym today because it's fully booked. Tomorrow I can. Yeah. Well, I mean, so that's what I was saying before. If you get resistance bands, they're like $30. They're super cheap, highly versatile. If you go to my YouTube page, I've got all different types of exercises, like full body exercises. And more than me, there's a million different sources out there to find resistance bands exercises. If you find a program you like, and it says, you know, a certain exercise that you, like let's say bench press. There's like a way to do chest press with the resistance bands the same way I was doing the chest fly. Instead of just coming out, you just go straight back and out. So as long as you have a pull and a resistance bands, you can work out pretty much anywhere. Parks, like school parks or like playgrounds, things like that. Yeah, they deteriorate relatively quickly, so you got to get new ones regularly. I got to get a new pair, like or a new set, like once a year, once every 6 months to a year. Hey, thanks, William. Has a big shaft. Good for you, buddy. But yeah, so you just got to be careful that you don't deteriorate them so much that you keep going, like you don't go so far past their point of resistance that they start to deteriorate. That's the biggest reason why they snap, is people are like, they're trying to, again, to you or to something else? But people want to add more resistance by, you know, adding more distance, and that's not the thing. You should just double up your bands, triple up the bands, add a 50, a 30, and a 20 if you have to, if you don't have, you know, 250s or 50, 40, and 10, things like that. Don't pull them out so far, because then they're going to deteriorate and snap. But yeah, either way, you still need to like buy new ones every once in a while. Plus, you know, depending on what you put them around. Like I used to put the resistance bands around the 2x4s in my garage. That would cause them to tear. But around the metal, where it's less sharp, surprisingly, they've been lasting longer. It's just like a normal tricep extension, except you're going to be a little more bent over. You almost want to be parallel to the ground. was supposed to be 3 sets as well. So I'll show what I'm doing for my last set of the bicycle crunches. Tell you guys how to do them right. Finish up with tricep extensions, tricep kickbacks. Maybe throw in one more ab exercise. I think I'm just gonna do cardio. I don't know, we'll see. Nah, I'm just gonna do cardio. I'll do abs later. Alright. Last set. Oh man, oh Jesus, woo! That was definitely a failure. Wasn't arguably a failure. Oh my god. Woo. Damn it. Alright. Nice leg crunches. So, for these, everybody wants to do these like really wild. No idea why. All you have to do is keep your shoulders off the ground, keep your feet elevated, and then bring your elbows to your knees. Don't bring, no. Yeah, bring your elbows to your knees. Don't bring your knees to your elbows. So this is what I see a lot of people doing. They get their knee up and then they want to, which is fine. That's the old way to do this, or like a way to do this. But when you're trying to like, how could I put this? Trying to have a fluid motion. It's just better if I show you. Point your toes. Okay, see what I mean? Like, it's one thing to just set. That's fine. I think that's harder, just fine. But I prefer just having fluid motion. I get bored of doing that exercise if I have to pause after every single rep. So that's how I prefer to do my bicycle crunches. You can do them the way you want, but that's how I prefer to do them. 100 different ways to do bicycle crunches. We'll do cardio later. We're doing that cardio. I'll do abs later. Let's see if there's any videos on YouTube to watch while I do cardio. Let's see. I'm gonna do some cardio for a little bit, and then I gotta meet up a client for an appointment. Well, I've got appointments the rest of the day now. So no. No, that's really. This really sounds fun. Damn. I was really hoping something would have dropped today, or. Alright, we'll do Greg Doucette. I mean, I already know what he's gonna say. More cardio or less cardio, eat your caloric deficit. It's the same thing he says every single time. That's why I don't want to watch it. Like, I agree with him, but it's just like at this point he's just reiterating the same information. Yeah, there's like no video game reviews I want to watch. Anybody drop anything new? No. Buff dudes? Anything? No. Good lord. Follow all these guys and nobody's dropped anything I want to watch. Let's see what more Place More Dates has. Where's my Place More Dates? Oh, there it is. Alright, let's see. Huh. Alright. Let's see. Man, this guy drops a lot of content. Oh, okay. Well, let's see what this guy has to say on it. I know what Greg's gonna say.
Season, Francesca. Love the energy today. Climbing the leaderboard.
For loving the feeling
Go, 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 boom!
and feeling the love.
Personal best. You crushed it.
Fitness,
Think of all the times you're eating and then sitting on your couch doing absolutely nothing. You have a giant spike in glucose and insulin subsequent to that. Is that best spent sitting on your couch, or is it best used? So guys, Derek from PlaceMoreDates.com. Today we're going to be doing a little cutting video. So how do you know when you should be dropping your calories versus increasing your cardio? or adding more pharmacology. So I did a video not that long ago about how to increase your maintenance calories, how to be able to eat more and build up your baseline, essentially, build up your metabolism, sort of. And kind of the opposite scenario, like the biggest mistake I see guys make when they're cutting is drastically cutting their calories way too aggressively, and then before they know it, they lose a shit ton of weight at the start, and then they plateau, and then once they plateau, they really have nowhere to go because, what do you do once you're at like fucking 2,000 calories? You're gonna dip harder? Like at that point, all you have is cardio and pharmacology. But one thing I don't think a lot of people realize when it comes to, they think there's no difference between, well, if you want to increase energy expenditure or reduce your intake, the net outcome is the same. That's what a lot of people think. They, calories in, calories out. Obviously a logical thing, you would think if you can either expend more, just do more shit, move around more, or just eat less, and the net outcome is going to be whatever calories you're expending relative to the amount you're intaking and that amount of fat loss. What a lot of people don't realize that I think goes overlooked is the fact that macro and micronutrients, they ultimately cause gene expression and downstream cascades of different things in the body that ultimately yield, like spikes in mTOR, muscle protein synthesis. Like as far as I know, most people are aware, at least in a bulking context, I should be, eating protein and divided meals per day to maximally spike muscle protein synthesis so I can sustain a perpetually possible to maintain anabolism. But I think in the cutting context, a lot of people don't think about, if I'm going to decrease calories or increase cardio, when I'm decreasing calories, I'm literally decreasing these signals going to different parts of the body to actually maintain muscle tissue, offset catabolism, maintain strength, etc. versus when you're doing cardio and keeping your food higher, whilst the actual energy expenditure may be netting the same amount, you're not actually getting the same net amount of signaling to mechanisms in your body. Now, at the end of the day, you're burning that fuel, but still, you're not getting that signal the same. Eventually, you're going to reach a point where you're so deprived when you're really fucking lean that, at least what I've seen anecdotally, is that a physique will lose more size if you really leverage calorie deprivation too aggressively.
This is more than a mirror. This is a portal to your future.
I have to do this all the time.
From Nordic.
Now, this is the mistake I think most people make, is they think, it's a lot easier to just eat less than to do cardio, because fuck cardio, right? But no, like cardio is obviously, you should still be doing it even in your off season. Like cardiovascular health, but in addition to that, nutrient partitioning, tolerating your fucking spikes in glucose, like actual insulin resistance markers, things of this nature are going to be controlled very well by having actual, low intensity steady state cardio in your regimen, not just having, you lift 4 or 5 times a week for an hour each time, hit the weights hard, you eat your meals, and you do fucking nothing else. So think of all the times you're eating and then sitting on your couch doing absolutely nothing. You have a giant spike in fucking glucose and insulin subsequent to that. Is that best spent sitting on your couch, or is it best used, getting around a little bit, improving your digestion, improving your nutrient partitioning? This is shit that I think goes overlooked when it comes to the whole, well, I can just cut more calories versus how about let's increase walking around a bit more and actually be able to mobilize a lot of this shit and actually be able to get processes in your body moving that are otherwise going to be, in my opinion, while the net outcome on paper might be, calories in, calories out regardless, there's a lot of shit at play that has to do with gene expression that's being overlooked when it comes to depriving yourself more and more and more of macro and micronutrients to the point where you're not going to be maintaining, like basically my stance on it is, I would like to keep food as high as possible during a cut. Now, obviously not at the expense of doing an hour and a half to 2 hours of cardio and cranking fucking BMP or something, but in terms of actual maintaining size, I can say without a doubt, I've tried the whole just cut calories and do no cardio approach and just lift weights, and maybe it works for guys with hyper fucking sick metabolisms, but for guys like me, and probably for most of you guys, I notice I just get stringy and fucking, I lose fat, of course, obviously scientifically you're gonna fucking lose fat, but I start to lose size and I just don't get the same body composition outcomes. Yes, I lose weight, but it's not as optimal of a weight loss journey as I get when I have a hybrid approach, and to be honest, I almost proportionally prefer cardio, low intensity for the most part. Obviously you can incorporate HIIT in there, but just for simplicity's sake and for, like, personally, that's what I prefer, just for, especially as a natural, not being too catabolic. I'm not natural, but, for a lot of individuals, doing all your cardio as HIIT, which might be a little bit fucking intense. So low intensity, steady state, like that's, like personally, I follow the kind of stand efforting diet model where you have little bouts of short, low intensity, steady state throughout your day in order to handle your food better, essentially, in order to upregulate processes that are otherwise going to be, not fucking even doing anything when you're sedentary, Like if I want to handle a glucose spike with more optimal, a more optimal approach, what could I do? I could, there's things like metformin, there's things like actual exercise. Like what are you going to pick in order to handle that the best?
I feel like I've only been single for 5 minutes. Longest 5.
YouTube's gonna get me to pay for YouTube Premium, so I don't have to watch these ads anymore.
Are you just going to sit on your couch and do absolutely nothing? Are you assuming that you're going to get absolutely perfect nutrient uptake and optimal nutrient partitioning? Like, are you going to get that? Like, let's say it's an off day from the gym. Obviously, you're not lifting 7 days a week, or at least, I guess most of us aren't. If you're eating, your 6 meals a day, and you're literally sitting on your fucking couch, like, are you getting optimal digestion or getting optimal nutrient partitioning, or would you be better served? Like, and, let's just say, I don't know, your calories are 2,500 while you're doing that, which is, a reasonable deficit for most of us here. Are you better off doing that, or are you better off having 2,800 calories and going for a few walks during the day? Doing your 3 10-minute walks or something after your meals. Like, what is going to net the better body composition be? The same net energy expenditure, or the same, net actual disparity between the two of the intake and the expenditure, but one has higher food intake, and you're not sitting around on your ass all day. Like, which one do you think is going to be the better body composition outcome? From what I've seen, it is always going to be the hybrid model where you have some of the calorie deficit as well as cardio layered on top of that. And preferentially, to be honest, I actually prefer the cardio vector, up until a point where it's unreasonable, of course, but I would rather increase energy expenditure a little bit more to the point where I'm not fatiguing, if it means I can keep my food higher. And when I've done that in the past, during cutting phases, I've noticed a better body composition outcome. So that's just a quick little video on something I see commonly done. Just a little tip there that I really, abused when I was younger as far as cutting. I would just treat it like it's the exact same outcome. I could be lazy, I can just, cut food, and before you know it, you're at, 2,200, 2,100 calories starving, and you haven't even started cardio yet. So yeah, at that point you can add cardio in, but you've already adapted to eating like nothing. Fucking sucks, dude. It's not a fun place to be in when you're adapted to like 2,000 calories and you've plateaued. It's like, where the fuck do I go from here? So for me, I see worse body composition outcomes. I see physiques getting stringy. I see them getting really flat. Obviously you're going to be flat when you're cutting, but I just mean I see more stripping of valuable tissue during cuts that are far too aggressively in the cutting calories vector. So just keep that in mind. Obviously, you would think it's a logical conclusion to be a hybrid approach to cutting, but a lot of guys think it's the exact same thing. They think it's the exact same thing to do no cardio and cut food more versus doing a bit of cardio and cutting food like moderately in comparison. So that is my cutting tip for today, I guess. So anyways, if you want to see more of my practically useful diet model kind of videos, I did one on the first time I got shredded, I think it was called, and that video is pretty popular right now. It has all of my appetite suppressant kind of, satiation tactics. I would highly recommend checking that out, just to be honest.
Do you know that the average adult has 5 to 20 pounds of toxic poop in their body at any given moment?
Besides laziness when it comes to cardio, the number one, well, probably even above that, the biggest failing point for individuals is not adhering to their diet model. So that video is basically a layout of everything I've done to stick to diet models in the past and what I found to be very successful and very useful for implementing. So anyways, I'll put a card up to that if my editor can find it. It shouldn't be too hard, and if you can't, just sort by type shredded in the search bar or something. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed that one. Like, subscribe to my blog, moreplacement8.com. Follow me on Instagram, @moreplacement8. Facebook, Snapchat, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, Apple Podcasts, if you want to support clinic. It's all telemedicine from the comfort of your home, as well as Stan Efferding's diet model, which I referenced in passing earlier in the video. You know, that's where I got the idea of the 10-minute walk. I already kind of realized that the cardio, you know, being neglected was very detrimental to my body composition outcomes when I was younger, before I even found the vertical diet. But I also, he's the one who kind of got me into the headspace of, instead of allocating like 30-minute, you know, cardio blocks, you know, in the morning necessarily, which, to be honest, you know, can be necessary once you get really deep into a deficit, deep into a cut, you're trying to get to single digits, you're probably going to need to implement some sort of like cardio blocks. But for the majority of people to stay lean, like presentably lean year round, the 10-minute walks post prandial are very, very useful and healthy, not just for staying, you know, lean and presentable, but also for actually staying healthy and handling your food better, essentially. And that diet model is essentially idiot-proof. It's like a 101 guide for newbies as well as intermediates who do not know or have not ever done a diet model that not only accounts for macros, calories, shit like that, but also accounts for micronutrient intake, which is often overlooked. Most people don't even know if they're deficient in micros, deficient in vitamins and minerals. They just go about hitting their protein needs, hitting their fat, their carb allocations, and they subdivided amounts per category, and then they go about it and they have their, you know, target calorie deficit, and they don't think about, am I getting enough magnesium? Am I getting enough vitamin? Fill in the blank. You know, a lot of that shit often goes overlooked, and especially for naturals. Not saying you shouldn't, you know, focus on that shit if you're enhanced. It's obviously important, but for things like steroidogenesis cascades and whatnot, if you're deficient in a very critical vitamin, like, it could be detrimental to your testosterone production. So there's a lot of shit that is, again, overlooked in the diet component that I think it essentially idiot-proofs for you. So I would highly recommend that diet if you're looking for a approach that basically is, you know, lays it all out for you and tells you exactly what to get, how to eat, that is not only mindful of calories, micros and macros, but in addition, sleep hygiene practices, performance, gut health, etc. So anyway, that is in the video description if you're interested. Anything else I'm associated with, it's all in the video description below. Thank you guys for watching. Talk to you soon.
I love my Squarespace site's simple and beautiful design.
I think it's gonna be it for me today. So I got some appointments I gotta fulfill. I have to meet up. Anyway, thank you guys for checking me out. Once again, as usual, I super appreciate it. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please let me know. I gotta start doing this guy's thing is plugging myself. Check me out on Instagram at Strawberry Floyd. No vowels in strawberry. Huckleberryfitness.com. What else? Obviously here, just about every day if I have time to. Yeah. Anyway, later. Let me see. Let's get some tunes going. There we go. Alright. Take it easy, everybody. Bye, Bando. Thanks for hanging out with me. Have fun with the dog.